Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. Well, you may recall just a little while back, we were talking about the 2022 Immigrant Entrepreneur Awards and just really recognizing some of the incredible entrepreneurs here in our community. And my next guest is a great example of a well-deserved recipient of one of those awards. Emilio Escobedo joins me, owner of many different businesses, and that's where we'll start. Welcome to the show, Emilio. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me here.
It's a pleasure. And congratulations on the award. As I said, very well deserved, because you started your first business here in Ottawa back in 2019. So take us back there and tell us about the beginning.
Yeah, well, we opened Margarita Restaurant on 2019. That was the first business. They're following my mom's recipe.
Okay.
Actually, my mom's name is Margarita.
Nice.
So that's the reason why I have a Margarita Restaurant, and we make it through the COVID. So we were able to survive, and
I guess, I mean, obviously community support, Emilio. Opening up a new restaurant and then, a short while later, you're going through a global pandemic. The community obviously stepped up for you.
Right. I'm really thankful with the Glebe community. They were supporting me a lot, and the Latin community also, they were really helping a lot.
Yeah.
So
I guess part of this inspiration of opening up Margarita Restaurant was the idea of bringing really authentic Mexican cuisine. I imagine you looked around the city and you didn't see enough of it. How would you describe authentic Mexican cuisine?
Well, I would like to share my experience. When I moved to Ottawa, I was visiting different Mexican restaurants, and every time I was there, I was so disappointed because the flavors were missing. Having enchiladas with a sauce from a can, for me it was like, what am I having?
Yeah.
What's this? Yeah. I grew up in a family where my mom used to make food caterings, and then we used to have a restaurant back in Mexico. And I know how to make food and the fresh taste of the authentic, real Mexican food.
And you're really bringing it up a notch. I just see the cameras focusing on the food you brought here today. So let's talk about these three dishes, because these are very unique. I don't think you perhaps wouldn't find any of these in Ottawa
Not
now,
at all.
right?
First of all, let me talk about the tortillas. They're homemade.
Okay.
So they're made by hand. That changed the flavor of any taco. And then we have some rabbit, we have some grasshoppers, and we have some octopus right here. We're introducing an exotic side in our menu at Margarita Restaurant right now.
How common are these in Mexico? Would you find all of these dishes very common?
South of Mexico, Oaxaca.
Okay.
A lot of people eat a lot of grasshoppers there. Rabbit, anywhere.
Yeah.
And then octopus is also more like seafood, areas with beaches.
Right,
Yeah.
Of course. Let's move over to here, because as I said, you opened up one business and now you've expanded. Tell me about about your other businesses.
So Mona's Taqueria, that was in 2020. Mona's Taqueria, it's a restaurant of street Mexican food.
Okay.
We have different type of tacos. We have cactus right here, where we have cactus. We have suadero, we have pastor, and we have chorizo. Everything is homemade.
Right.
Our sauces as well. We make everything in-house.
Beautiful. Very nice. And then you said to yourself, well, I'm not busy enough. I'm going to open up a convenience store that specializes in really unique products from Mexico, right?
Yeah, actually, when the pandemic hit, we had to implement different things.
Right.
So I had some shelves in Mona's Taqueria with Mexican products.
Okay.
So I was selling tacos, and at the same time, I was selling Mexican products. But that was it was a hit. So
really, eh?
Yeah. So after that, I was like, well, the next thing I'm opening is a market. And then this is the first Mexican market in Ottawa.
Congratulations! That's just amazing.
Thank you.
You were sharing some of these, some of these products here. I'm just going to bring this one out here because this is an interesting one. You probably can't find that anywhere else in the city, right?
No. And it's a really popular soda water. This is Topo Chico. It's really good.
What makes it unique? Because you were telling me it's very unique compared to other soda water.
Like the bubbles are really, really, really strong.
So very intense.
So, yeah, really intense. This one, this is a favorite of a lot of people. It's called tajin, and you can put this on any fruit. It gives really good flavor.
So what sort of flavors? What kind of spices do we find in
It has
that?
a bit of salt, lime, and then arbol pepper. It's a dry pepper,
right.
but it's just really flavorful, and it's not spicy.
Another amazing story is you have found yourself in the U.S. Embassy. Tell me about how this came about, because this is a great story as well.
So I had a client, her name is Monica, and then she was a good client at Margarita. We were having a conversation one day, and she said, hey, there's an opportunity to open the cafeteria in the American Embassy. I said, sure, sign me in. But, that was just like, oh, whatever. If it happens, it's going to happen. If not.
Yeah.
And they called me from the embassy to visit the place and see the location. When I was there were more people. It was like catering companies and other restaurants. So it was not just me. That was a contest. That was a contest.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, well.
What the heck?
They came to the restaurant. They had the food, and 2 weeks after, I received an email from them saying that we were the winners.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's just, and I know you work closely as well with the Mexican embassy, right?
Yes, we do a lot of Mexican events. They bring a lot of dancers, singers. They brought also mariachi band, like the real thing.
Yeah.
And we did a big, massive event in the Glebe. It was called Mexico in the Glebe.
Awesome.
They also support bringing chefs from different areas in Mexico.
Okay.
And then we're able to introduce that type of food with the Ottawa community, with our clients. So we do like a special buffet, and then we introduce that, to our clients. We also do, at Margarita, we host buffet. It's the first buffet in Ottawa of Mexican food.
Nice.
We have around 25 different dishes. So you can.
I cannot wait for this, man. Oh my goodness. That's and you have karaoke night as well, right?
That's at Mona's Taqueria.
Okay.
Mona's Taqueria, we do karaoke night every Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Margarita, we host the buffet, and then also we have a show every Sunday. We have a show at 1 p.m. There's 1 week of dancers with feathers and everything, and there's 1 week with Grupo Aztlán. Grupo Aztlán was nominated of, I think last year. They had like a big title, and they were recognized by the First Minister.
Emilio, I can't say enough. What a great success story. I mean, to have 4 businesses in such a short period of time. I know members of your team are here as well, so congratulations to you and your entire team, because I know you can't do this sort of thing by yourself. Neither can we at Rogers TV. We'll be right back after.